Remember rule number one, you are responsible for your house guest. I'm your house guest. They're here for me, but they want me alive. You they'll kill. Time's a wasting. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock.
Ryan Reynolds in a thriller that tries to improve his 2012 over a few, shall we call them, misfires from 2011. Hello there to everyone, and thank you once again for tuning into my favorite website, realscreenreviews.com. I am movie critic Nick Iacobucci, and our next movie review is Safe House. This drama and thriller opened on Friday, February 10th, 2012, and it features the aforementioned Ryan Reynolds, two-time Academy Award winner Denzel Washington, Vera Farmiga, Brendan Gleeson, and Robert Patrick. Safe House comes to us from director Daniel Epinosa, a first-time filmmaker that couldn't have asked for a better cast with which to start a career. Our tale tells the story of CIA secure haven that is breached, leaving almost everyone even remotely involved very dead. Matt Weston, portrayed by Ryan Reynolds, is the only one left alive and the only man able to transport the prisoner Tobin Frost to yet another safe house. Tobin Frost is brought to life by the very charismatic Denzel Washington, and together he and the younger Reynolds will meet with all sorts of baddies along the very action-packed way. Now, with more than a few professional assassins eager to remove each of these gentlemen from the planet, the main problem that they face isn't a house that's not safe, it's getting to it in the first place. Well, people, this is better than average, and I would say that the biggest reason for that is Denzel Washington. As with most of the characters that he brings to life, Tobin Frost is mentally strong and commands a presence just by walking into the room. Denzel is such a great actor that they can create action around him specifically, and never once does it ever seem to be non-credible. Now, I do tip my hat to Ryan Reynolds for stripping down the pretty boy image as much as possible for this role, but I felt that when he went toe-to-toe with the two-time Academy Award winner, he was simply just trying to keep up. The movie does sport other quality supporting work from talented actors, the likes of Sam Shepard and Ruben Blades, but all other characters are just window dressing for the Denzel and Ryan show. Now, one thing that I liked about the film was that he just turns himself in right at the very beginning of the movie, and then you get a nice slow reveal throughout the feature. In the same style as John Doe from Seven, who walked into a police station to turn himself in, this is only the very beginning of something much bigger, and getting there is half of the fun. Something else that caught me off guard was how the film violates its own title. You know, not that it's a bad thing, but instead of keeping us confined and claustrophobic inside a safe house as the marketing campaign implied, the story branches out in many directions and reaches quite a distance. The hand-to-hand fighting was also well done and believable in the aspect that the fights throughout the film were anything but one-sided, and everyone that fought sustained injuries. Now, it did revisit the age-old mole inside the agency plot point, but did add enough originality to the story for me to at least like it. Now, even though I did like the film, Safe House did have a few things on the downside that I need to at least mention. The first is the whole becoming a seasoned and veteran super agent literally overnight. In almost a 24-hour period, Ryan Reynolds goes from nervous novice to a Jack Bauer-esque rogue agent. Get it? Then it's really like director Daniel Epinosa just wanted to make a Tony Scott film. The quick and sharp edits, the grainy look and feel, and even the lead that was headlined about a half a dozen Tony Scott projects. Well, if you add all this together, it felt to me like I was watching a sequel to Man on Fire. Also, everyone already knows that the Bourne trilogy has definitely raised the bar on the action genre over the last 10 years, and I really wish that others would just stop blatantly copying those films outright. When this film goes back and forth amongst the secret CIA group, it was just like revisiting Joan Allen and her gang from that film series, and these filmmakers could have and should have distanced themselves a little further from these known projects. At just under 2 hours, Safe House did not shortchange on the action, which was a good thing because it was a little too long. The scenes of action and torture were graphic but effective, and the straightforward R-rated violence only helped the story along. The movie is pretty much fast, and the in-your-face action gets a boost from credible actors the likes of Robert Patrick and Brendan Gleeson. Though a little too long and a few other nitpicky things, Safe House is a good movie with good action, and what red-blooded American male can complain about that? Nick's Real Screen Review is a very favorable 3 stars out of 4 for Denzel Washington's return to the genre of action. And remember, people, I'm not always right, but only when it comes to the movies, and thank you for your attention.
want you to take me in.